Welcome to Amber's Twinflame in Union Tarot. So I've got a little tarot reading for you today. But first of all, I'm going to talk about me and Jojo quickly. So some of you may be aware, we have been talking for a few days. And there is nothing bad here. So I don't know if anyone's going to jump to any conclusions, but I'm going to explain what is going on. So she said on her video, I think it was called Updates, Tips for Your Journey. And it was last Saturday that she uploaded this. And it was last Saturday that I saw it. And towards the end of the video, she said she had the utmost respect for me. Now, this triggered the shit out of me. Because nobody that I've fallen out with or had a disagreement with or there's been an issue with has ever said anything of the sort. And so I was left very open-mouthed and very shocked because, to be honest, in normal circumstances, when there is a fallout or there's an off or something, it's normally quite a negative reaction that comes up. So for her to say that, it made me look back because I had a very toxic friendship with my ex-best friend when I was it went on from about 17 to about 20 odd. And basically me and my ex-best friend, we would fall out all the time over stupid things. Ridiculously stupid things, and by the time we had come to the very end, we were so bitter towards each other that when it finally ended, there was hardly anything left. That's how bad it was. And when the back and forth situation came up with Jojo, I was like, no, I can't be arsed, I'm out. But little did I know that with all the work that I've been doing, and obviously she's working on herself as well, little did I know she would come out and say that. And so I decided to reach out. I left it a few days because obviously I'm dealing with this realization of the rape thing. So I left it for a few days and I reached out to her on Messenger. And we've kind of began talking from there. Now, it's interesting because there was another situation that came up with Jojo. And it was actually on her video about my community post, which obviously I deleted 2 days later anyway. But there was somebody on there that was connected to both of us that was kind of slagging me off. And I confronted that person and I spoke my truth. But when I began speaking to Jojo again, I found out that that person had been shitty with her as well. So it literally wasn't just me. Now, there's been another situation that's cropped up in 3D. And again, I've had to stand in my truth. Because there is a person in 3D that has been trying to kind of instigate bad feeling between me and my person, and I'm like, look, I don't hate him, I don't have a problem with him. And you know, there was this event in 3D that is like bi-monthly that I sometimes go to, he sometimes goes to as well, because that was one of the last times we had an occurrence, actually, the last time he decided to go, because I was very last minute as well. And anyway, this person reached out to me yesterday to ask me if I was going. And I honestly can say to you guys, I had no intention of going. I had no desire to go, right? And then I thought, because they were being kind of evasive with me, this person. So I thought, because last week was pretty eventful, i.e. seeing things to do with my twin, I decided to say, well, look, there's a situation going on at the moment where his ex is kind of bugging me, annoying me. She seems to have an issue with me, whatever, you know. And I said, if possible, I'd like not to engage with that. And then she brings up my person and she says, well, he's not going to this one either. He's avoiding drama. And I thought to myself, wow, if he's already made the decision not to go, there must be a reason for it, right? Because he, usually, when these events cropped up, he couldn't go to them quick enough. And now suddenly he's turning around and saying, no, he doesn't want to go because he wants to avoid drama. This is what this person has said. I don't know if he's exactly said those words. But there's obviously a reason he's decided not to go. And so I thought, right, that gives me the indication I've made the right decision. And to be honest, I feel like he's more woke than I originally gave him credit for. So there is a paradigm shift here. Whatever I'm doing, he is doing. And it's really amazing to see. Because I had no desire to go from the get-go. I was like, no, don't fancy it, don't vibe with it. And then I find out that he's already made the same decision. Oh, look. You see, this came up in my personal reading for myself yesterday that I did with these cards. You see, you guys are awakening, you guys are learning, ascending, and something is trying to keep you, trying to drag you back down. And that was exactly what I felt yesterday. Something is trying to steer me off track. And so I had to speak my truth. You know, you guys are working on your shadow self, and this might be pushing your person to do that as well. We've got this Between Worlds cards. Now, this to me is your person taking new directions in their life because you are doing it. You're letting go of fear. You're standing in your truth. So they're dropping down their guard. Because you're releasing that negativity within yourself. Seeing the beauty in life. And guess what they're doing? So I'm going to get the Energy Oracle. All my cards are falling over. People are jealous. There is like somebody, I'm just going to say it as it is, guys. There are some people that are jealous of this connection, and it's almost like they want to project that this is something other than it's not, because obviously we know that people in 3D are not going to understand twin flames. We know that. But what I'm feeling here is they're trying to make out that this connection is negative, that maybe the feminine is crazy, the masculine is crazy, something like that. And you guys are just using your strength to kind of ride this thing out, coming to victory. It's like you're over here doing your own thing, balancing yourself out. You've walked away from situations. You've walked away from financial constraints, anxiety, overthinking, and you're just in this heart space doing your mission, doing your path, because that's what you've been guided to do. Taking care of yourself, but manifesting. You're still manifesting this. Appreciating yourself, right? Loving yourself. Being patient with the situation. Yeah, we all know how that rolls. Some of you have been really going deep into your connection. And what do I mean by that? Well, some of you were deceiving yourselves that maybe this connection was bad. Maybe your person was doing something. Maybe you thought they were doing something and it turns out they're not. But what I'm also seeing here is your person might have been deceiving themselves, like they don't love you or not willing to admit it to themselves. But now they're understanding this is a journey, and the indecision isn't going to open up any doors. So they have to open themselves up, just like you have opened yourself up. And we've got, you know, second chakra here, sexual energy, because they're in their heart space. They're wanting that abundance, that cornucopia with you. And they're seeing you in your twin flame mission, right? Making your money, doing your thing. And they're, you know, you are inspiring and motivating them to do the same. They are getting their inspiration from you. That's it. So whatever you guys are doing, keep at it, because there is forward movement here. You know, you've gained a lot of knowledge about this journey. Some of you have had to deal with some health situations. But it seems like you're being delivered from that now. It seems like there is some kind of a reprieve, some kind of understanding, freedom from that, a transformation. Change from the obsession and the abandonment. Maybe you're facing your abandonment issues. Coming away from destructive behaviors. Because let's face it, we've all done it. We've all done it. And it's, I'm seeing this as your person here. They have this curiosity about you. They're not exactly sure what it is. Feeling very attractive to you, and they can't conceal this. They can't hide it from you. You know, and there are things trying to confuse and mislead you guys. Look, we've got the trickery card here. But you are standing in your integrity, in your truth. And I feel like it's having an effect on your person here, because they are redeeming themselves. Now, I don't condone divine masculine bashing on my channel, but it's like they're understanding where they were persuaded to do things that went against themselves and you, and they are really wanting to redeem themselves, and they're going to come up with a defense here. You know, this could be along the lines of an apology, but the masculine don't really do that. They say it without saying it, if that makes sense. They kind of say it in their own way. And so they're probably going to try and defend themselves. Right? Protection here. But they're going to kind of explain it as though they are apologizing to you. And the main concern is they really want to redeem themselves and make this up to you. Complying with you on this journey. Understanding they are awakening, they are learning things, they are growing. They are seeing through the deception here. And coming away from controlling situations, people, things. and coming away from that control themselves. Understanding where they were coerced in, you know, doing things that really didn't go along with themselves. You know, maybe they were in an abusive situation, and maybe they were coerced into being in that situation, and because they felt like there was no other way, they just had to take this loss. And they made out to people it was fine. They endured the situation, when really all they wanted to do was to get themselves out and change their fate. Because you've been empowering yourself. And, you know, they are slightly envious of you here. There is a kind of desperation because you are in your sovereignty. And this is really pushing them to go beyond this loss that they've suffered. You know, they want to have a lot more meaning in their life than what there is now. Breaking free. Oh, yeah. Coming out of the old paradigm, coming out of these old situations, letting go, being open about what they feel. Some of them are going to express, you know, that they want you sexually, and for some of you there could be an encounter whereby this comes into a reality, but they want to honor their true feelings, stand their ground, move forward fearlessly with you. For some of them, it means a completely new location, because they've been self-reliant, they've been relying on themselves for a very long time. And now they just want to kind of be in this peace of mind, this joyful state. Maybe take some time out from everything, just be joyous and in the moment. Some of them could be writing songs about you. Some of them could have been getting on doing their own thing, looking after children. But they're still seeing the beauty. And they want to feel safe in this journey. And maybe that's why, you know, some of you haven't experienced contact or anything like that yet, because they're just literally having their space. You know, miracle healing here. They've been trying to work on themselves, maybe try to network within a new group of people. Looking inside themselves and admitting what is what. So in a way, this is a mirror. Because they want the happily ever after just as much as you. They do. So guys, that's your reading, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.